Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2024 ski test. We got a Salomon Stance 102 for you today. This ski has been updated for 2024. It's not like a wholesale change. They tweaked the build a little bit, kept the shape the same, and is still one of those really smooth directional chargers that we've loved for a few years now. Definitely takes that power to the next level while keeping a very direct line into aggressive skiing, fall line skiing, really just kind of point and shoot down the mountain. This Stance 102 is one of the best and a little bit kind of a unique ski out there in terms of its shape and profile. Like always with these Stance skis, we've seen a nice high sophistication of build, and that continues into 2024 as well. Overall, they have lightened the load a little bit, made the ski a little bit more energetic, a little bit livelier, a little more pop, as well as increasing the accessibility and approachability. You know, those are kind of euphemisms for made it lighter. But overall, I think more skiers are going to be able to get on this thing. That top level isn't going to notice a huge drop in performance. It's still very strong, smooth, and stable. So the big change is moving from a full poplar wood core to a blend of poplar and caruba. So that caruba lightens the load a little bit, makes the ski a little bit more energetic and agile. Both of those things are not bad. You know, maybe just takes a little bit off the stability at the very top end, but we didn't notice a whole lot. We actually just more noticed that the ski was more energetic, which is a good thing. They also use a new Titanal frame. So whereas before they had the TI frame that has these windows cut out into it, they continue that. They fill those windows with a mix of carbon and basalt fibers, so it keeps that light and energetic as well. And then the next way that they changed is alongside of the windows here. What they did was they milled out another section of metal. So by kind of putting a slit in the metal there, they've made the torsional stiffness a little more approachable. So easier to turn, easier to get up on edge. This is kind of a nod to Armada's articulated Titanal banding because they share a parent company at Amer Sports. It seems like they kind of share technology as well. So putting those slits into either side of the window gives the ski a little bit more ability to flex into the turn and just makes it more approachable, easier to ski overall. Again, doesn't take too much off the top. I think these are nice improvements. If you're worried about it not being burly enough, I don't know what to tell you. Thing's still pretty darn strong. But those are the main differences in terms of the construction. Shape-wise, we do stay the same. Also just love the new graphic, new base graphic. Thing looks really sharp out there on the snow. Salomon does a fantastic job with their graphics from Stance to QST and everything in between. Happy to see that carry forward into 2024. As opposed to the other stances, this one's quite a bit straighter and flatter. So that's kind of a nod to it being the widest of the Stance groups and the most likely to be used in wider open spaces. So we do still get some nice positive camber underfoot. The tail though, very low rocker. I like how it's still there, but minimal splay. That's going to make that tail track straight through crud, chop, powder, anything like that. You know, 102 underfoot, it's on kind of the wider side for being that all mountain ski, still taking those directional properties into the plus 100 underfoot category. So interesting mix, but really smooth. You know, that's what you get with not a lot of rocker and not a ton of taper. You know, it is rounded at the very end, but it's not like a free ride taper. It's definitely more that all mountain tapered shape. And then in the tip, low and gradual rocker. Again, kind of harnessing the smoothness of that ski and not a whole lot of taper going on here as well. Lack of taper in skis lead to a longer turn radius in general, And that's what we're getting with this Stance 102. This is the 183, and we're at 23 meters in the turn shape. So definitely on the longer side. In the 190 goes up to 24 meters. So this thing likes to be on edge for a long period of time, and it's one of the most predictable skis out there when you're up on edge. We've gotten it out on some really nice groomer days, softer groomers, and this thing is an absolute blast. You can really just let it run, minimal vibrations, nice strength to it. It does, you know, for having 2 sheets of metal, it's got some weight to it. This is the 183. We're just north of 2,000 grams at 2004. So we are in that zone of having that stability being built into the ski through the metal, and it translates to performance on the snow as well. So really, really great option for that advanced and expert skier that spends a lot of time in soft snow. But really one of the strengths is how it handles broken snow, crud, chalk, stuff like that. That's where this thing really, really comes to life, because you can make those more aggressive and direct turns through it. So awesome ski. Been one of my favorite stances for a couple years now. I prefer the 190 in this thing just because I enjoy, if a ski is going to have a long turn radius, I really want it to be at the top end. So that's kind of why I like the bigger version. Can ski the 183, but prefer the 190. But make sure you check out this new Salomon Stance 102 here at skiessentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.